It's going pretty good. Getting some good feedback from everybody, so pretty happy right now with everyone.
Awesome.
Cheers everyone for their work.
Thanks again.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to work with all of you, by the way.
Yeah, let's
Big
go.
love to the gang.
Yeah.
And cheers, Big Bates, for doing these graphics. The graphics look fucking intense.
Definitely.
All good, bro. Shout out
just
to
leveling
Investor
up.
Designs. Shout out to 420 Superstore.
Yep.
Definitely.
Very much so. I just want to wish Deliver a happy birthday as well.
Belated
Yeah.
birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, brother.
Appreciate
Happy
it,
birthday,
people.
brother.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting a bit
I
old.
won't be rude and ask what your age is, mate, but I think we both rough.
We
around
both
age,
know it's
brother.
24.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hit me mid-20s.
So anyone watching the stream today, make sure you drop a nice HB in the comments or whatever.
Yeah,
for
yes,
the
please.
HBD, happy birthday, Deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers, people. All right, last week we fucking smashed it on the Insta, was it?
Yeah,
It
and
was actually
TikTok.
both. I've got the social stats right here, so I want to give a quick shout out to Watch Your Mouth because 2 of the videos that were picked by Deliver and Blue, I believe, as our favorite segments, our favorite snippets, they popped off on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
So it really gave us a nice boost to the starting of our socials. We are still nice and fresh. So shout out to the battlers involved. That's Domes, Crumpet, Spitz, and who was Spitz battling? Charlie Bucket.
Charlie Bucket.
Yep.
So
Shout out
the
to the boys.
Domes,
Mm.
the Dome snippet is sitting on 120,000 views on TikTok, has given us over 8,000 likes, and helped us get to nearly 500 followers on TikTok already.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Work, fellas, work.
And so the Spitz and Charlie Bucket snippet, that's the one that popped off on our Instagram, and that one is doing particularly well. Shout out to Spitz. Where are we going? 180 exactly 1,000 views.
Yeah.
Damn.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Still climbing on the daily. It's sitting at 5,957 likes. It's been shared nearly
Damn.
7,000 times on Instagram.
Wow.
So
That's
big love to
Yeah, that's
Spitz. He
awesome.
deserves it very
Yeah.
much so.
Yeah, much
definitely.
respect to everyone there. And this is exactly why we're doing this, to give you boys the exposure. And you're doing all the hard work. We're just putting it out there. So good on you.
That's
Yeah, exactly.
That's also helped us get to 420 followers on Instagram. So,
Yo.
mad,
Oh,
Favorite number.
shout out to
Shout out.
420 Superstore.
Yeah. Yeah, big shout out. All right, this week we're doing predictions.
Yeah.
So we're going to
Big
do the
episode.
FBL event, the 30Gs event, and both the Break and Bread events. So, yeah, tune in.
Sweet.
If you're in any of those events or going to any of those events, you're going to
yeah.
get some info on what we think who's going to win.
I did count the battles, but it's somewhere between 20 to 25 battles we're talking about, and it is a special one because 3 of the events are involving 3 of us battlers. So
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
so
Yeah.
it's one of those
True.
interesting things.
Mm.
And we're covering the whole country, so yeah.
Sorry, 4 of us battlers. What am I saying?
Yeah, 4 of us. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
run.
yeah.
I just run the league.
yeah, and he just runs the league. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be a
So-
busy couple of weeks for all of us.
Yeah.
So any other final mentions before we kick off? Just a
Yeah,
quick shout out
just-
to our.
And
Sorry,
just
I
while
was
we're
just-
on that tip of the battle week, obviously we can't do the battle bar that week because we will be pretty goddamn busy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we will be filming some interviews and getting top 10s of some of the bigger battlers there. So if
Yeah.
you're keen to get your top 10 in there, approach one of us. Bubba will be at the Melbourne event.
Sons of
I'll
Oz,
be at the Perth event. Or Bates.
And I'll be at the Breaking
And
Bread
Oz.
events.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh.
But
I'll-
so yeah, if you want to get your top 10s and make this list a bit different, there's your chance to jump in and do it on a bulk sort of scale. Otherwise,
So-
we will be having guests soon.
As a quick explanation, I know we've said it before, but just to remind people, we've got those top 10 all-time and current lists, and we are trying to get as many professional opinions from people in the scene as possible to average out that top 10 list. And so, yeah,
That's
make
right.
sure you guys get yours down. If you're going to be at these events, send us a message, and we'd love to start stacking these votes up.
Yeah.
But be a
definitely.
bit subtle about it.
100%.
Like, don't attack us while we're going for the, you know, like
Mid-battle.
I'm
Yeah,
keen
yeah,
for these
mid-battle.
combos, but you know, right
G
time
Meg's
is great.
second
Yeah.
verse to Bubba is like, here's my top 10. Me.
Just punch me in the face, you know. I swear.
No, that'll work.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
That's
All
cool.
right, just want to jump straight into the first event.
Yeah.
I think we should
I was
start with
gonna quickly
30Gs.
say-
So
Start with 30
Sorry,
Gs.
just quickly. Always got to say, if anyone is listening, hasn't subscribed to our YouTube yet, please jump over
Please.
there and give us a subscribe. That's one we need to start getting those followers on. So,
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Let's
also,
roll.
just before we do start, D, you want to show them what you got wearing?
Oh yeah,
Mm.
thanks to Brett. We got the first Battle Bar shirt.
Yeah.
It's one of one. It's fucking special as hell.
That
So
looks awesome.
Exactly.
shout out.
That looks awesome.
Yeah. All right, let's go with 30
So,
Gs.
what card are we starting with?
well, since Bade's made it clear on his live last night, the Shaky, that they're 3 hours ahead of Perth, and they're first. So they're first. They get in first.
All right, no,
All
that's
right,
fair,
let's
that's
talk
fair.
30 Gs. Shout out to Bade. Shout out to Shaky for putting on such a dope card. It's stacked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much respect.
Definitely, yeah. So at the bottom of the card is Gyps Latis versus Juzzy. And then we got G-Megs
Latish.
versus Bubba
Yep.
Blue. Then Sweats versus Lone Soldier. Shaky versus Brink. Osborne Anomaly versus Matt Klein. And the main card, Vanek versus Marty Martz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
So, if we got some
going predictions?
scorecards here.
Yeah, yeah.
We do.
So, Deliver, your top left corner. Do you want to start with your Gyps Latis Juzzy vote?
Well,
Yeah, we're going to work our way up the card.
Yep, I don't know Juzzy too well, but I know Gyps has been waiting to get in here for a while. So
Yep.
I think she'll be pretty hungry and hopefully pretty prepared. She knows what to do. Big
Yeah.
sturdy as her fucking fiance. So
That's right.
yeah, I'll have to go with Gyps.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Uh,
right.
I just
Just
have
go
to
around
jump.
the list.
Oh, yeah, good.
yeah.
Good point. I was just going to say that with that one, I know it's silly, but both opponents have someone who's a battler behind them in a sense that they've both had first-hand maybe experience or pointers from each of the battlers. And since Frankie J beat Sturdy back in the day, that's why I went with Juzzy. That's
Yeah.
the main
Okay.
reason why I went with Juzzy. Because I think that Gyps is hungry, and I can't wait to see her prove me wrong, if it can happen.
Yep.
But Frankie J's writing, man, I'm in love with it. And if someone's copying Frankie J, it's
Yeah.
going to be a hard battle to overcome, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
damn.
don't know what Juzzy's like, but in terms of the two writing styles of both of the people behind them, that's why I chose what I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But I
damn.
love Gypsy. Yeah.
yeah, that's fair.
What about
yeah.
you, Blue?
Yeah, I just went Gyps because like Chris said, she's very hungry for it. I haven't seen or heard anything from Juzzy. I know he's friends with Frankie J, but I didn't know what to expect, so I just went with Gyps. Babes?
Well, before we
Man.
move on, can we get that bigger again at all?
Yeah, sorry, the stream can see it perfectly fine. My bad.
Okay. No, that's all right. It's just very small.
Let me
Yeah,
just
sweet.
quickly do this. Sorry. There you go. Yeah, Bates.
Yep, Bades.
I went with Gyps Latish. Again, you know, you boys have covered it already, but she's hungry. A lot of people don't know this battle was meant to go down at a street series. There was a tragic event that happened. Shout out to Juzzy and Juzzy's family, and rest in peace to his brother.
Sure.
Which he couldn't attend the event because of. And I promised him that it would happen in the future, and then any opportunity for the Bar Australia Day event. We decided that it's a good play for both of these battlers to show us what they've got on the bigger stage rather than the street series.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've gone Gyps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dope.
Nice.
Harlem?
Yeah, I was going to say the same. You guys have held it down. I've seen her Gyps Latish ability before off the battlefield and even slightly a little bit in the warehouse, whatever you want to call it, when she did a bit of little battling there for Pipe's birthday.
Yeah.
She's dope. That's all I got to say, man. Wish the best of luck to both of them.
Fuck
Yes, sweet.
Yes, sick.
Oh, moving on, Blue.
Yeah, next
that
we got
4-1,
G-Megs
yeah?
versus
Wow.
me. Yeah, everyone's going Gyps 4-1. Next we got
Wow,
G-Megs versus
okay.
Bubba Blue. Deliver you up.
Obviously you're my brother. I'm going you, but no, not only because he's my brother, but I don't know. G-Meg seems to be living a bit of a turmoil in his life at the moment, so I don't know if he's prepared enough for a start. He likes to freestyle. Blue's definitely prepared, and it's going to be you know, a bloodbath if Megs doesn't come with his shit.
Yep, that's very fair. Osborne?
What about you,
Ne-
Osborne?
Well, listen, I am not to be a shit cunt, but I'm actually hoping G-Megs beats you.
Oh,
But I'll
Pew,
say
pew, pew, pew,
I don't think it's going to happen. The reason why I want G-Megs to beat you, because I think if he actually did come hard, and if you underestimated him, it could flip easy, you know. But
Easy,
I've seen you doing your, you know, that's why I was on there last night. I saw you doing your 6 days of songwriting and shit
yeah,
like
day,
that.
yes,
You're living it. You're living every day, man. So that's that. You're very comfortable with yourself. And I, as much as I like G-Megs, I think that will probably take him down. But if he comes hard, like I saw him, what he said the other day, it looks like he's, you know, being playful enough pre-battle. So that's all. I'll leave it at that. But come on, G-Megs, mate. But I think Bubba's got you.
Yo.
Damn, are you going to talk on it, Blue?
And then obviously I just know I'm going to destroy G-Max. G-Max is not ready for this,
Pew,
bro.
pew, pew,
There's
pew,
different
pew.
levels. He has no
I need to get
idea.
a soundboard.
No idea what's happening. Yeah, we need cover soundboards out here. So yeah, obviously, that's just like that, bro. But Bates,
Charlie Sloth just quit. We
Yeah.
can maybe hire him.
Damn, where did
Yeah,
you
well-
find this?
Bates.
All right, yeah, who we got next, Bates?
I have gone with Blue. Purely the same reason as D. Seeing that G-Megs has got some shit going on, some personal shit going on. Also, shout outs to anybody who's affected by the fires going on in Victoria at the moment. We've got you on our minds. But yeah, he if he shows up the way he did against Nomadic, then yeah, it's going to be a quick and easy battle for Blue. But I've gone with Blue purely on the fact that style-wise, Blue's just a little bit more. I'm not really a freestyle guy, and it was probably a bit more of my style, the pre-written type of game. So I've just gone with that. Obviously, it's Blue's debut battle, so best of luck, Blue. And and you know, we talk about pull-out game, but man, this man's promo game is like next to none.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Harlem.
Yeah, damn. Man, what can I say? There's definitely some podcast bias here, but I also have a lot of love for G-Meg, so not really a whole bunch because I do really love the dude. I think he's sick with it, but I also know there's a lot going on there. I know he's got 2 battles to do in the next in a couple of weeks between each other. And I think, like Bates said, I'm not the biggest fan of freestyle when it isn't mastered. Like, I like it when it's done very well, but I think G-Megs has a little bit to go to rely on his freestyles as much as he does. So, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
On that
Pew,
point
pew,
of
pew.
him having two battles in 2 weeks, Vanek does too. But one is against Vanek. G-Megs is, I think he's battling Vanek, isn't he, on one of the cards?
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see who takes more seriously because obviously Vanek's a skilled opponent. He may fully disregard Blue.
True.
You know what I
G-Megs.
mean? And concentrate on that. It could come hard in both, but it'd be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, very much so.
I just want to say one thing, you know, because it's the perfect time to bring it up, like about the freestyle aspect of it. Shaky and I were talking last night about battlers who rely on freestyle over battlers who rely on their pre-writtens. And we really narrowed it down that while freestyle is good, it's good when you're doing like ciphers, it's good when you're doing a freestyle battle, but in a pre-written league,
It's good if you
freestyles,
choke too.
that's what I was about to say. Freestyles are good to focus on, to rely on. So
Yes,
your
Yeah,
rebuttals,
100%.
you know, catching yourself if you fall, if you start to, you know, forget your material, perfect time for freestyles. But in a pre-written league, you really need to pre-write your bars.
Yeah, that's
100%.
facts. I couldn't
So
agree
that was
more.
just something we spoke about.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, on to
What's
the
next?
next battle. We got Sweats versus Lone Soldier Deliver.
Well, on that tip, the Freestyle Kings, Sweats put out that video. I think it's a bit of an old video, but I reposted the other day. He just murders that freestyle. And
Yeah,
apparently
that's
his
so
opponent
good.
is a Freestyle King too. So it'll be
One of the
interesting,
best.
but Harlem only showed me him the other day, and I've known Sweats for a while, and I don't know what Sweats is capable of. If he's on top of his game, I don't know if there's many
May
freestylers
I
that can beat
add,
him, but he may be one.
Sweats is doing 2 battles as well here. That's another thing to note.
Yeah,
But yeah.
It makes it hard. But I think this battle here is 2 freestylers though, so that might not be as much pressure as the written ones. But yeah, I'm still going Sweats. I know they're both going to be good, so I'm pretty excited to see how that one goes down for it too.
Yeah, definitely. Osborne.
Bro, Sweats has always got my tick.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm always gonna wish that he wins. And knowing how skilled he is, it's kind of like, to your point about the pre-written leagues, unless you're Sweats and Arrows, right, everyone else should focus on writing predominantly. And then not rely so heavily on the freestyles unless you're up to those levels. And Sweats, man, I just love watching him. I don't know what it is. I would pretty much pick him almost every single time, except if there was
unless it was Benji PK, perhaps.
Yeah, possibly. But I don't know much about Benji PK, so.
Oh man, he's a beast, and he's a freestyle beast too.
Is he? Oh well, it's gonna be good then, man.
Yeah. See, that's why I gave my tip away for that one too before, but I've got Sweats for both, so yeah. I just think his game's strong, so yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I've also gone Sweats just because I think he's super talented. So yeah, just really that simple. Bades?
I've actually gone against the grain here. Yeah. I'm going with Soldier, man. We've spoken about him a few times on the Battle Bar podcast with, how much he's improved. And honestly, I love Sweats. I've got a lot of respect for Sweats. I think he's a great freestyler. But, we've said it before, Danny's got that photographic memory. He's improved every time he's gotten in the ring. He's one of those battlers who you can't just sleep on, which I think Sweats may. And I think that, having 2 battles in 2 weeks is a stretch for anybody. Obviously there are levels to it, and people who freestyle can kind of get their way out of it. But yeah, what's it called? Danny's only got 1 battle, and he's going to be 100% focused on Sweats. So
it's a good name for him to take out if you can.
Yeah,
100%. Which is one of the reasons that he got given that battle. Purely was because Sweats lost to Sturdy, and Danny was improving, and it was like, how can I level up Lone but also get Sweats hungry again? So it's why those two were matched up. Also, I just want to reflect on the freestyle thing before, how you said Sweats and Arrows. One of the best freestylers in the game that is really underrated is Greeley.
Well, that too. Of course.
You know what? To be honest with you, I would put Arrows, then Greeley, then Sweats, because
Manners is the best freestyle I've ever heard.
So there's levels to the game.
To your point, that's right.
There's levels to the game, and Greeley's above the level that Sweats is at currently.
True that.
There's a few others I'd throw in the mix there. If anyone's had the chance of hearing of Verka's freestyles before, he's fucking insane.
He's incredible. He's incredible, yeah.
Yes. Is it on to my opinion on this one?
Yep.
I did end up voting for Sweats, but this wasn't an easy choice. I think Lone Soldier has every opportunity to get him. It is such an unpredictable prediction, which is a contradiction. But because Sweats is very unpredictable. It's very hard to say, he has it ever. You know what I mean? In a way, yes, he is one of the best freestylers, but it's very hard because his track record is all over the place.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why I chose Lone, because Lone has been on that upward where Sweats is a bit.
Yeah.
So that's a perfect way to say it, Harlem.
But also, Sweats is one of my brothers. I love that man to death, and if he's listening, I don't think he does, but I love the bro. Shout out Sweats.
Oh, they're both great
definitely.
people.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I just want to say that any voting that we do or any prediction we do is not a reflection of the person. It's purely battle related.
Yeah,
No,
there was
no.
some here where I had to choose a certain battler over someone who I consider my friend more on the losing
100%.
prediction or whatever. But that's just a prediction, and it's all love. There's so many people here who I'm not even friends with, who I want to be friends with. You know, there's so many awesome people on these cards. It's just us having a bit of fun. Nothing too serious, really.
All
Yeah,
right, moving
exactly. Back to next battle is Shaky vs Brink. Deliver.
Yikes.
on. Well, it looks like I ignited that fire under Shaky because apparently he beat me, and he thinks he can take Brink.
He's in the chat. Watch out.
But Brink, I don't know too much of him, but I know what Shaky's going to do, and I'm predicting Shaky for that. And from watching the podcast last night, or the live last night, Shaky's been writing, so that could be something interesting. But Shaky's confidence and stuff just is killer. It's hard to beat. He beat me apparently, so I got to give it to Shaky.
Yeah, that's very fair. Osborne.
Stop robbing Shaky judges.
When I spoke to Shaky the other day about the issue I was having with my car, he was telling me about Brink and how he's just got a lot of personals that he can spit. So instantly I hear that. I don't know anything about Brink, right? Honestly. And I know that after, as you said, after Deliver battled Shaky is hungry to prove that he's not just all bravado, you know. So I reckon Shaky's going to do it, but
yeah,
I'm hoping. Who knows? I'm just hoping that it's going to be a good match, but I reckon Shaky will take it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I agree. I think Shaky's got this. He's so just loud, confident. Like it's hard not to like the guy. I just think like
he's so fucking loud.
Exactly, bro. It's awesome, bro. Yeah, I think he's just he's gonna be a lot, and he's gonna win it. So yeah, Bates.
Yeah, man. I'm whether you want to call me biased or not, I'm sticking with my homie. This is also, I have heard his bars. He's normally aggressive, and he's definitely not taken a backseat from that. But he's gone character assassination this time. So, as well as, so for me, Shaky, but I'm not going to sleep on Brink. It's not going to be a clear-cut win. It could potentially even end up in a draw, but and I'm going to get called, Mussolini or something bullshit for this, but yeah, what's it called?
Now you got to show them our judging system. There can't be draws.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, but yeah, no, look, I think Shaky's definitely a lot hungrier since he battled UD, and yeah, the bars that he spat to me yesterday, I was like, dude, where has this Shaky been?
yeah.
So
well, I'm glad I fucking ignited that fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's mad.
What about you, Harlem?
I've just got this. I'm not. I wasn't told to read anything. It says here, Shaky is the best battle rapper of all time. Nah, I went with Shaky. There's no gun to my head, I swear. He didn't give me money on my pay ID yesterday. Or nothing.
He would never do that.
No, I don't have much to say to you guys haven't said already. So yeah. Shout out to Shaky. I don't know a lot about Brink either, but I again wish them both a very good battle.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, next battle.
Just before we do move on, I'm just looking in the comments of our Twitch stream. Mr. 30G's is in there. He said, D, he loves you. He also loves the awkward. D because it's still the weekend. And also,
I did the weekend.
I just said it. I knew I would. He called me a communist. So
All right, next battle is our boy Osborne versus Matt Klein. Deliver.
I've got Osborne. I love his style, obviously. Fucking Matt Klein's funny as fuck. I think like he hasn't battled for a while, so some people may be
Mm.
sleeping on him a bit. I don't think Oz is at all, so
No.
that's a good thing. Obviously, I'm a fan of Oz's. Got him on this podcast for a reason because I rate his abilities, and
Brother.
Matt Klein's got a lot of jokes, but you're gonna need more than jokes, I think. So yeah, obviously Oz.
Yeah, that's very
Thanks,
fair.
man.
Osborne,
No,
you got
look, I
anything to
picked
say?
myself because I'm really gonna come hard for Matty Klein, and I think because you brought it up as well. I normally wouldn't pick myself. I'd usually exclude myself, but one, I've only ever choked once. He's done quite a few times, and two, it's been like 10 years since his last battle, and I've just had two. So the way I see it, Matty Klein's his brilliance when he pulls out a line, and he, even Soapsuds brought one up the other day, but he has the potential to easily take me out. It just
Oh yeah, you can get the
depends.
laughs for sure.
Yeah,
Get
but
the
it
crowd
depends
reaction.
on how confident he is in his riding, how prepared he is. But man, I'm leaving nothing to chance. I have locked in the first round, and I have continued riding a second round every day. I'm doing Bubba's challenge. I'm riding a new round every day till the event comes,
Damn.
and then just picking my favorite part of it.
I
Because
respect that.
I fucking can't wait. But yeah, I'm
Look
not
at Matt Klein,
underestimating
you're gonna
him.
get hit with 6 minutes.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
He gets there and he's like,
below
"There's too
4,
many
boys. I'm
words."
keeping it below 4,
Nice.
maybe 402, but who knows? But 4. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I've gone Osborne as well. I think just Osborne just wants it, bro. Osborne wants it so much.
do.
Like,
Clearly.
I gotta back the boy. I reckon he'll take it. Like, Bates.
I've given it to Osborne as well, purely just because he's been more active. This is
It
Matt
matters.
Klein's first. Yeah, the confidence, the structure. It's also not 2005 anymore. You know what I mean? So I think that comedic angle versus what Oz can do, where he can break you down as well as just bar you out, is really going to matter. But in saying that, is short attention spans these days in the moment. Right. Those little short punches may get it across the map, but I've been speaking to both the boys obviously about the battle, and it turns out it's the synthetic weed dealer versus the speed dealer. If you go look at the the picture that I put together for for them, so yeah, we had a good laugh about that one.
Well, don't worry,
awesome.
we're all about to be a bunch of speed dealers once we get our new sponsorship. Won't say anything else.
Yeah,
but-
wait, hey. Harlan, what's your prediction?
Yeah, pretty much what Bade said. It's all covered. I feel like being the last guy to talk about these is maybe we switch the order for one of the other cards.
We'll flip it reverse for FBL because I'm on the FBL card, so we'll go reverse.
Yeah.
And look,
Yeah.
Fakey, I swear they didn't just eat a nice big plate of lasagna before this and just to give Matty Klein some shit because I didn't bribe anyone. I promise.
Oh yeah.
It was
Mad.
pizza.
All right. Well, so then for the main main event, we got Vanek versus Marty Martz. Deliver.
All right, I think this is going to be dope. I'm hoping Vanek bounces back after our battle. I'm saying he's going to be hungry as fuck to do that because he was on a big roll before that. Marty Marks is also hungry as hell. I know Dusky wanted me to battle him and rates him pretty highly. So, yeah, if you go off Dusky's thing, I've watched a couple of his battles. I was like, yeah, okay. And if he only brings what I've seen there, then Vanek will have him. That's why I've gone Vanek. But Dusky's talking him up like he's got more in the bag. And if he brings more out of the bag, then could go either way. But Vanek.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, nice. Osborne.
No, I rate Marty Martz a lot actually, and I think that if I think the main reason why I picked Vanek is I just think that Vanek is going to go hard in this one. I think after his last two battles, I don't think that they were bad, but I think that before that he was on an upwards trajectory as we've discussed, and I think his confidence has waned a little bit. But I think that he sees Marty as someone equal, but also someone that he could maybe make an example of. I'm not saying it's going to go that easily, but I'm only because of that, I'm picking Vanek, but I can easily see the potential of Marty just sweeping it. So
And
I'm
I
going.
know Marty's hungry
yeah.
too, so it could
No, I
go
know,
vice
man.
versa on the same aspect. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
why I picked Vanek for that reason. But I'm keen as fuck to watch this battle.
Yeah,
Definitely.
same. I went Vanek as well. For a lot of what you guys said. I also don't really rate Marty. I think Marty's cool and like his whole character and everything is dope. But the battles I've watched, I haven't been like super impressed. Whereas like I've seen things that Vanek did where I was like, oh shit, Vanek is crazy. So I don't know. I feel like Vanek's gonna win that. Bays?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Dusky has repetitively said, Marty's to know. But yeah, I think it's redemption time for Vanek, and we're going to see a different Vanek than we've seen before. More confident, and he's going to bounce back, I believe. So I've given it to Vanek.
That's very fair. Harlem?
Yeah, I giving it to Vanek. I prefer his style over Marty Mart's for sure. I think Marty's dope. I think he's got a long way to go. But again, he's going into state. He's hungry as all fuck. It's the top of the card. A lot of pressure. Anything could go. So
exactly.
shout out
true.
to both rappers.
And clearly, Vanek learnt from the battle with me that going into state also matters. So that you got to also factor that in.
100%.
Yeah. The crowd is on Vanek's side, that's for sure. So he does have that in his favor.
100%.
Definitely.
All right, so that's the 30G's card.
Yep.
24th of January.
Yeah.
First
Damn.
battle event of the year.
Yo.
That's right. If you're a battler on that card and you heard that and you were a little bit upset by our decisions, come with it. Prove us
comment.
wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And 30G's are doing tickets now, so get your tickets for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Please.
Don't miss out.
Sell this bad boy
selling
out.
well, so yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
only $10 tickets, man. We're the cheapest in the country. Come and support us.
right.
We're not, but like I've said before, we're not putting this money, into our pockets. We're putting it so we can do merch runs. We can, still fly people in. Get them some accommodation, that type of stuff. So this is not a profit for us. This is purely to just put back into 30Gs.
Dang.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, definitely. Do we want
And
to
just
go
so
on to...
everyone knows, 30Gs have been doing it for free for ages. They've done a lot for everyone for nothing and put in so much work, so much money just to make the shit bang off again. Like they've done a lot for what's going on in Australian battle rap at the moment. So much respect.
Yeah.
100.
Definitely, yeah.
I just
by the
want
way, sorry, I was
you're
going to say
right.
Osborne.
No, you're right.
When I say Hanji, that means 100%.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I need a little cheat sheet next to the computer, man, so I can just.
Yeah,
refer
we'll
to
start
it.
making a whole thing.
I just want to say, just before we do move on, I just want to expand a little bit on what you said, D. We have been doing this. Well, when I say we, I mean Shaky has been paying for this out of his own pocket, his own money. Been doing this for the last, say, at least 12 months. Every event has come from his pocket. So shout outs to Shaky.
Shout outs to Shaky.
Without him,
Yeah, brother.
we don't put on the cards that we could put on. So shout outs to Shaky.
Yeah.
Shaky like a Polaroid picture.
Yeah.
Bars.
Ooh,
Yeah, Brink bars. Brink's going to come with that now. He's been
Brink's
watching
bring that out
snipes.
of
He's like,
ring,
can
yeah.
up the game a
I
bit.
saw that. That was a good promo. I always,
not bad.
I feel like we don't talk about promos enough on this podcast. Like
Well, yeah, we should
Yeah,
give a
Banks
shout out
wants
to
more.
him.
30Gs.
some of them have
Well-
been really creative, and that was great.
Yeah.
And it's such
And
a
while
new
we're on the
wave thing.
30Gs, while we're on the 30G thing, we're actually sponsoring the best promo. So
Yeah.
yeah, you want to break that down a little bit, Babes?
Yeah, so I hit up Deliver and I said, look, I know the Battle Bar will never sponsor a battle league, right? And that's cool because I'm for that because we don't want to have favoritism or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I said, how about sponsoring an award? And one thing that I've really seen, like especially from the Breakin Bread guys, and Blue more so. Oz has done it in the past, especially that skit you did for Omar. That was hilarious. There's not enough of that these days. So we want to like push people to promo. So yeah, we're giving.
Sorry, bro. I was just gonna say, I think every battler should be proud of their battles, you know, and get out of that pocket of, oh, but I'm not a promoter, I'm an artist. But we're in a new wave now, and you should be proud of what you're doing, and you should want a sold out crowd in front of you to show off your best parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, put in the effort that these battle league owners and promoters are doing themselves.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, we promote anyway. Promote the card, promote ticket sales. You know, we get promos sent to us, so we post them as well. But yeah, it's the Battle Bar sponsoring the best promo, and that will be decided. You know, we'll probably get together and have a quick chat. You know, on the probably decided on the 23rd.
Best promo across all battle, all of the events.
No, just for 30 Gs.
Like, 30 Gs. Okay, yeah.
If by the other leagues, so be it. But I think that, you know, it's one thing that, you know, we do well, especially having Harlem and Oz. You guys are just naturally comedic.
Jeez.
On your battles, but also promoing like Amber Region. Your promo for the Battle Bar this week, Oz, like. I want to see more of it.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Oh, you're glitching.
Yeah, well, just to jump in then, I wanted to shout out Smithy. His promo against Soap Subs was really good. Like, that was so creative. And that's
check
the type
that out,
of shit
bro.
that I love. So yeah, that's why I wondered if it was across all the events. But yeah, definitely, man. Promo is important, and it also gives people, if they don't want to watch your battles for one reason or another, if they're lazy, they can see a little bit about you and just get a little bit more excited about 100%. Something like that's coming.
Exactly.
So it's really important, boys. Yeah.
And shout out to Bubble Blues promos.
Yeah.
The boys at FBL
and shout out to Raz's
promos at the moment.
Yeah,
well, I just watched Asthmatic's promo video. That was funny too, against Bobby Bean. So, that was great. Yeah.
So yeah, everyone's getting on their game right now, and my bit of that promo is going to be this. Obviously, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not that exciting as you boys, but but hey, we're giving some good predictions on here, so yeah.
100%.
But while we're on that, we'll move on to the FBL.
Yeah, sorry, just going from the chat, Marty's promo, he did.
That was good, but sorry, Marty's promo was good.
And yeah, what's it called? We've had Gypsy and Juzzy going back and forth in the chat. With pictures, like superimposing pictures on each other. And yeah, and then you've got the sweaty fat fucks, 1-300 fat fucks that Marty just did. That was hilarious. So yeah, shout outs to all the rappers, whether you're finishes or any card coming up. Get that promo. Smithy's was hilarious. Get that promo in, because it's very important, not only for the leagues, but to advertise your personality.
Yeah,
that's right.
Definitely.
100%.
Perfectly said. Yep. I was also just going to interject and say that for this next one, we should reverse the order, because that way Harlem.
Definitely. Yeah,
we'll go back and forth, because I would like to be at the start for the one I'm on, if that's cool.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. We'll keep going.
Fine.
Sorry, just with the picture, I just did the same as it was last week. I'll change it around. I'll rotate.
Yeah. That's all good.
Who's
reading this one?
Event. Me. Clearly, because I'll be battling Donkey over there. But FBL same day as 30 Gs on the 24th of Jan. So 30 Gs beats them by 3 hours apparently. So we're in next. But lucky 3. We got Asthmatic back. It's going to be fucking dope. So yeah, but I'll go from the bottom. Can barely read it though. I think it's Phenoms, is it?
Yep.
Yeah, pull up your
phone. First doubles.
He had
I'm actually
promo
recording
as well.
off my phone.
That's right, my bad. Yeah, I remember when I said it, my bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I asked you to get the big one up before. Was it Traumos and Kano?
Yep.
Steph and Ren.
Yep.
Obviously Donkey and Deliver. And Asthmatic versus Bobby Bean. So it's going to be a pretty stacked card. It's good to see Asthmatic back. Sorry about reading it out there. I could barely see the card from my little
No,
phone.
you did well, mate.
Yeah.
That's at least level 12 rating. I didn't get that high until I was.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty good, eh? But
Yeah, sweet.
going backwards, start with you.
All right, so we're going from the bottom. Now, this is one I had to research. I had heard both the names, but didn't know enough of an opinion, so I actually watched different battles from both of them. I like both of them, man. I think they both could go either way, so it's a bit of a hard one to pick. I lean towards A double Z or A doubles. I don't know how we say it.
I
Just
didn't like his promo, so that's sort of why I went that way.
Yeah. Shouts to him as well. I think he's a little bit more confident in his delivery. I didn't really like the delivery from, sorry, the pronunciation's butchered, but Fonmez. I didn't love his delivery from the last one, but the bars were there. So yeah, anything could happen.
Yeah, I'm the same. I went A doubles as well, and mine was purely confidence. And confidence, you know, does amazing things in battles. You're confident. You get your bars out. You know, you're not that you're untouchable or anything like that, but yeah, I've gone A doubles purely of confidence.
Yeah, that's very fair. Exact same things where I couldn't even say anything different. A dubs just strictly because he seemed more confident. That was really it. That was crazy.
Mad, that's three.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for me it was the promo. I love. It's another level of effort when you do a promotion for your battle, and it also shows how serious you are for the upcoming person. So I gave it to him on that alone. I watched that promo video. I really liked it. I agree with all your points, but I gave it to him because of the promo video.
Yep.
Man.
Yep, 100%. I'll have to agree with that. That's exactly why I went that. My little bit of ignorance, maybe because they're on the other side of the world, but I didn't really know either of them. But that promo was pretty good, so I like the confidence too and went that way as well. So pretty straightforward, that one.
Yep.
What was the next one? I can't read it.
That's Traumos.
Yep. That's Kano.
Versus Kano, sorry.
Ren. Kano, yeah, that's right, yep. What do you reckon, Alan?
That was another one I liked both. It was a bit of a hard one to pick. I went with Kano. I like his delivery. I think he's a little bit stronger on the bars. Yeah, not too much to say because I'm not super familiar with both, but I do like Kano's style. I think I heard more of his songs. Is it his first battle? Because I've heard a lot of his music, and I really like his style in that. So that's what I'm going off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think one battle from Traumos, and I haven't seen any battles from Kano. Mine was purely off the music side, and I love his delivery of his bars.
Yep.
So did that track with Dundee, Leave the Light On. So, yeah, for me, it was purely, again, not knowing the battlers and whatnot. Yeah, I've gone Kano purely off what I've seen music-wise.
Yeah.
It's always interesting going off someone music-wise because I've seen people who are really good on a track be not so good in a battle, or not as good as I was expecting. Scrub being an example, I thought would be a little bit stronger in his last battle just because he's like one of my favourite people on the tracks in Australia. Like,
well, you go on Battle Ruckman. Go on Battle Ruckman and see how you feel.
Ooh, shots fired.
Crazy.
I just don't feel like it right now.
I agree, bro. I agree, though.
Waiting for shots, yeah.
Yeah. I went Kano as well for the exact same reasons, just for his music. So that was about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
Seth versus Ren.
So I was just going to say.
I was first, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
I haven't gone through. I was going to say I couldn't find anything about Kano at all. I watched Traumos. I thought that his delivery lacks significantly, but there were bars there. So I went for him purely because of that. If he watches back his battles, or at least got some advice from some people, and they told him your delivery ain't there, it needs to step up, I think he could take it. But like I said, I didn't know anything about Kanos.
Yeah, it's fair.
so that's my reason. for
Basically,
picking him.
I went the same. I just went. I didn't really feel Tromos's style in his battle I watched,
Mhm.
and I didn't know Kano, so I actually thought that's why I'd go that way because hey, anyone if you don't know him, they can come out with anything. So
That's right.
basically,
Yeah.
I'm hoping he just comes out and surprises everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very fair.
Mad. So now it's the next
Seth
one.
versus Ren.
Yeah.
Seth versus Ren.
Just quickly, Bades, have you got an eye in the chat? Anything happening there?
Yeah, as we know, Mr. 30 G's is always talking shit. He said that confidence is how we bet deliver. And then he also said Harlem over Ruck.
Harlem over Rockman.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
That's exactly
Harlem
what he
over
said.
Ruckman.
Harlem over Ruckman.
Fair call.
Dang.
Fair
damn.
call.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
I didn't
And
even pay him.
Soap Sud
He just wants to
says
put the battle
Ruckman
together.
over Ruck Rover. AFL bars.
And I pick Red Rooster over Ruckman.
Oh, great pick.
I agree.
They come with the goods, man.
What do you reckon? Who do you pick in this battle, though?
Man. So I went with
Seth.
Seth, is it? I'm not super familiar with Ren. I liked both of them, but I really like Seth. And he's got a lot behind him. He's obviously been doing it for a hot minute. So from my opinion, which is not a solid opinion, but I just think he's got a little bit more backing him.
Yeah, very fair.
Yeah, my vote is for Seth as well. Seth's been doing it for a long time. You know, his delivery, I really fuck with it. He's funny. So yeah, I gave it to Seth because of that reason.
Yeah, very fair. Exact same thing. I had the exact same reasons as both yous. So I went Seth as well. There's not much more to say.
Gang.
Oz.
Oh, I'm going to fire some shots. Ren, I'm pretty certain Ren was Ethan Ren from back in the day at Amped Up. And that
Really?
Yeah, and he had the worst American accent.
Hey.
And he's permanently blacklisted in my brain because of that. So
Yeah.
I like Seth. It's not just a pity a point for predicting it, but I could not. I knew he had bars, Ethan Ren, but I cannot stand that shit. So yeah, not him.
Yeah.
Ever.
I
Not
went
him.
for, I went for Seth too. I've been hearing some real good things over there about him. So
Yeah.
but I do remember Ethan Ren. I wasn't so sure who Ren was. If it is Ethan Ren, definitely Seth then. No offense to Ethan, but yeah, I do remember him. But Seth's got some skills, bro. So we're going that way.
That's right.
Mm,
And that's why I picked him too, not just because of shots fired, like I said, but generally,
Yeah.
100%. And then what's we got? Me versus Donkey.
Yep.
Is that next?
Yeah, look, I went with Deliver. I like Donkey. I really like Donkey. I think that Deliver is coming with it. I don't think Deliver is underestimating this battle. And I think Deliver's in a really good spot in this point of his career. I think there's a lot of people that have been doing it as long as him that are a bit stale or stuck in their ways or think that they've learned everything there is to learn. And I think Deliver's constantly leveling up. And so it's going to be a very interesting one. I think Donkey's got a lot to prove, and he very well could. But yeah, I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Appreciate
I've gone Deliver as well. Now, the reason I've gone Deliver is because of my preference. Now, I know we're doing our predictions, but my preference, I think sometimes Donkey can be too bar heavy, and he's like, it could be just because it's the 30 Gs format, but while he's good at what he does, he can get stuck in I've got this mapped out in my head on how it's going to go. And if it doesn't go that way, he can get in his head.
Yeah.
So where Deliver can, murder you with bars, but then he can murder you with, you know, a couple of frees that he's got stashed in there. So for me, and also Harlem said it best. At this point in his career, man, it's just another battle to deliver. You know, he could go into any battle and just go, you know what, I am who I am, and that's what you're going to get. So my vote's for deliver.
That's exactly how I roll.
Yeah, exactly. I went deliver as well. I don't even
Shocker.
I don't think there's levels to it, bro. I think deliver cooks him, bro, on everything. I reckon it's over for him. So, yep.
Straight up.
I refuse
Straight
to
up
predict this one.
Yep.
I refuse to predict this battle, and the main reason is, one, I think what we're doing here is to uplift people. People would lack confidence.
100%.
Neither of these people lack confidence, but also in my brain, this is the unstoppable force versus the unmovable object, and I can't wait, but I cannot predict it. Like, I can break down the battle once it's happened, but I can't predict this, man. I fucking love Donkey. I love his swagger. I love Deliver, and I like how he's constantly evolving. So I couldn't pick this one, and I refused. So that's
I've got a question for you then,
You
Oz.
hear that, people? He refuses. Yes.
I refused.
I've got a question for you then, Oz. So
Go,
you
go.
can't predict it, right? You're like, nah, I'm not doing a prediction. What about if you were approached for battling D or for battling Donkey? How would you prepare for this battle?
Nice
In
question.
what way are you talking? How would I prepare if I was?
Well, you're not going to
battling
give a
Deliver?
prediction for who's going to win it. How would you
Well,
prepare
for-
for it as a
Well,
battler?
for me,
I see
he'd
what
buy
you're
himself
saying.
a great plot and make sure he's prepared.
No, I reckon if I had to battle Deliver, being Donkey, I would just try to out-swagger him, man. I'd go the Pat Stay route. I would just try to be as
Damn.
funny as he can possibly be, constantly changing up his tone, really work the crowd, and maybe he could take it. And Deliver, I think Deliver doesn't really need any. I think his approach is how it's always been, which is to pick the loudest mouth in the room and just go for the neck, right? So that's probably how both of them are going at each other the way. But I can't wait, man. I can't fucking wait for this battle. So
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah, you
predicting a
speaking?
nice holiday in Perth.
Exactly.
Oh,
Beautiful.
shots fired.
That is
But,
casual and confident.
But fellas, I think we're going to run out of time for a second, so we should leave the main event one for just after we come back. Was there a
Oh,
time
we've
before?
got
or-
we've got
got
at
8
least
minutes.
5
You can-
minutes,
yeah.
so we can finish
Okay,
this
sweet.
card
We'll
up.
smack it out. Yep, we'll smack it out then.
And
Just
I
'cause
think
it's
our opinions are
asthmatic,
pretty
sorry.
solid on this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So what's the battle? Asthmatic versus Bobby
Asthmatic.
Beans.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Shouts to Bobby Beans, man. I like him. I see him going a very long way in this thing if he continues to battle. He's very brave for taking Asthmatic. I don't know if I would right now, that's for sure.
He's
'cause,
very hungry, very confident. Yep.
This is one of the most confident votes I had, and I like Bobby. But yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that Asthmatic is smoking this dude. Asthmatic has been gone for too long. He ain't gonna come back and take an L to Bobby. No way.
Bears.
AIDS.
Yeah, I've gone asthmatic as well. Me and Shaky were talking about this last night. Asthmatic, man, regardless of how long he's been out the game, doesn't matter. He's a G. He's an OG. And yeah, like if you were to just think about, you know, how would you approach this battle, man? Bobby has put himself in a very
If I was Bobby,
compromised
I
position.
wouldn't.
Yeah, well, that's true. But he's put himself in this position, so all shout outs to Bobby. You know,
In all fairness
he
to what I just said, then I think he was meant to be battling. What's his name? That you told me to watch the promo of just before. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Smithy. I think he was meant to be battling
Smithy,
Smithy, and
yes.
Asthmatic stood up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, well, Bobby's put himself in. Yeah, but Bobby's put himself in this position by, you know, owning his brand.
Yep.
You know, he did a bit like Dusky, kind of upset the apple cart. and people started taking notice. So yeah, but yeah, I've definitely gone as on this. Nobody currently, apart from like the more experienced heads, do I feel could take it to asthmatic. So anybody on these cards apart from say Deliver, Shads or others, you know, Harlem even, you know, I think a lot of people would struggle against Oz. Just my
But what do you reckon, boy?
Yeah, I've gone Bobby Beans. So, because I feel like he's just put himself in a like kill or be killed situation.
You're too young to know who asthmatic is.
No, I feel like Bobby Beans has put him in a spot where he's either gonna be murdered or he's gonna murder. So, like, you know, what I mean, he can either drop the craziest shit he's ever done, or he's just gonna get bodied. So I just wanted to back the boy. You know what I mean? Back him to just pull out some magic shit. Yeah.
No, I respect that.
Yeah.
Shouts
Oz.
No, look, I had to give it to Asthmatic purely because Asthmatic was in my top 10 of all time. So, you know, we're talking one of the greats, and I think that the thing I will say is, to what you referenced before, you know, Bobby did upset a few people with some comments he made. However, if you don't go for shit, if you don't, you know, threaten to offend, right, you're never going to get anywhere. So, look, the fact that Bobby got Asthmatic is amazing, and I know he's going to bring the best he's ever ridden, but I don't know if that can be enough to beat Asthmatic. That's why I had to go with a vet, but I'm actually hoping Bobby wins this purely as this would really be like part of the wave of the change of guard that we're seeing happening. Is seeing younger people step up and taking on titans in the game, right? So I really hope Bobby wins this. I just don't see it. That's how it is for me, you know.
Well, I'm definitely going with asthmatic, but I know Bobby wants that. This is the beanstalk beans that's trying to climb, so you know. Like, But yeah, and that could mean he comes hard as a motherfucker, better than we've ever seen him. And asthmatic does have that ring rust, which also does matter too. But yeah, asthmatic all day. He's a god, really, of Western Australian battle rap. There's no one better over there. So
exactly.
Trying to take him down in his own hometown is going to be pretty damn tough when you're not from there.
Yeah.
100%.
Damn. Well, that's two cards down, yo. How we feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah, feeling good, man.
Good.
Let's do it.
Everyone bought your tickets for over there too, because I know they're struggling a little bit to sell their tickets. That they really need to sell a few more. So if you are in Perth watching, come down and check us out.
Please, shout out to FBL.
Just bring a raincoat. Just buy a raincoat because it's going to be a bloodbath.
I do want to say while we are on the topic, shout outs to FBL and Watch Your Mouth. They're the ones who did keep it alive while everybody else had their finger in their bum. And then obviously 30Gs came out and fucking sent out smoke signals. So what's it called? Shout out to FBL for the revival, as they called it, that card that they put out with Watch Your Mouth, because that lit a fire under everybody.
I would like to thank myself. I'd like to thank motherfucking me.
All right, we'll jump into a quick break. We do get on a reset.
I'll be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back to the Battle Bar. You're here with Fades, Osborne, Deliver, Blue, and Hollow.
Let's get ready to rock.
Fuck yeah.
We need Bruce Buffer.
Yeah, legit.
We're moving on to the breaking bread events now, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first one is on the 6th of February. Takeoff off to you, Osborne Anomaly.
That is
all right. So we're starting off with
there we go.
From the bottom. We're going to go from the bottom up.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Yep, sweet. So we got Vanek versus G-Megs.
Boom.
Look, what is everyone thinking?
I'll do the whole card first, and then we'll break down our scores.
Do the whole card. Yep. Okay. Vanek versus G-Megs. Shano versus NMO.
NMD.
NMD. Okay, sorry, man. Blondos
it's the
versus
font.
Tevs. MCB versus Spitz. Soapsuds versus Smithy. And Benji PK versus Sweats.
Yo.
And I will say that special guest host has been announced, and it is Manners Ill.
That's right. It's
let's go.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
crazy. Do
Yeah,
you guys
yeah.
know
Much
who?
respect to everyone involved in Breaking Bad. They're doing.
Do you guys know
some good
who's
shit.
hosting the next time?
Can you say?
It rhymes with. Well, Greeley said it rhymes with surfer, but it rhymes with like Sursa. You know what I mean?
Sursa, yeah.
Doesn't really rhyme with surfer unless we're talking half rhymes.
Yeah.
That's true.
He's the sickest. That I mean,
Yep,
that's
yep.
all I can say. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
It's a close number to 116.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Part of the crew or something.
Yeah, it's not ABC. It's
No, that's right. Yeah.
Mm.
So, actually, while we are talking about ABC, 30G's just dropped another battle, Lone Soldier versus ABC. Last battle from the
Yo.
Got Smoked
Fuck yeah.
or Get Smoked
Bam.
True.
Yep. was a
event
good
that happened
battle.
in Brisbane.
Smoke it like a Polaroid picture.
So we'll go back the other way. So I guess I'm first on this one, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I can't read it quite. What's the first battle again?
Wait, Osborne's reading these ones, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's Megs versus Vanek. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Megs vs Vanek. So,
Yeah, I think.
Sorry, Shaky rhymes with fuck me.
Well,
Sorry,
I reckon Vanek's going to take this one also for the same reasons, more so why Blue will too, because the stuff that
Just
Next
an
is
easy
going
win.
through. I still think they're both taking on a lot, having two battles in 2 weeks.
Definitely.
Shout
So
out to
Vanek-
anyone doing 2 battles in that length. I wouldn't do it. I just
I
wouldn't.
thought
So.
everyone would have learnt the lesson of Sammy C, because clearly it didn't work for him, but people still are stubborn and they think it won't happen to them. But you got to be prepared. And I'm thinking, because Vanek is quite a good freestyle, that Vanek will probably come more free, so that shouldn't be a problem for him so much in his other battle. But I'm going Vanek in this one mainly because of the problems.
Yep.
I'm saying it's going to be a freestyle battle. That's the only reason why. Vanek clearly if it was just a full written, but Vanek just if it's a freestyle battle.
Very fair.
bet.
Yeah, I picked Vanek, and I think that while there is a concern over doing 2 different events in such a short time, I think that I do not see Vanek ever debuting at a Breaking Bread card and
not
taking
putting
his
his into
opponent taking his opponent lightly. So the way I see it, he's going to believe that G-Megs is going to rely heavily on freestyles, because that's what he showed us. And I think that Vanek is better at freestyles. And I think he's going to ensure that he's got some solid riding behind it. But I don't think he's going to put all of his effort into this battle. I think he's going to make sure he covers everything and that he has fun and that he proves that he's got talent. But I think he's going to focus on the other battle a lot more. But I'm still going to pick Vanek.
Yeah. I've gone Vanek as well. I think there's just I don't think G-Megs is anywhere near his level. And I think even if it's 2 weeks, even if it was 6 months, I don't think G-Megs has got it, to be honest. So yeah.
Damn, you're just on your shit talk, right?
Such cool.
You know what? If G-Megs was fucking Superman, best rapper alive, fuck him still.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Oh shit.
Right.
Yeah, I've gone Vanek as well. I think that if 2 rappers were going to take battles 2 weeks apart, Vanek's just the stronger of the 2. But this may be where G-Meg's freestyle actually helps him. But in saying that, Vanek is, Blue said it before, Vanek's just on another level. But just to let everybody know, it wasn't the original battle that was planned for this event. It was actually Vanek versus someone sick, which would have been a fucking epic battle.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
Definitely not a bottom, you're not starting the card with that battle. But yeah, for me, this battle doesn't make sense.
Well, that would have been really hard for Vanek to have someone sick and Marty Marks in 2 weeks. That would have been a lot for him to take on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And it's he's probably taken a little bit of stress off him. But this for me, somebody puts battles together. This battle just doesn't make sense for me. But I've given it to them.
Yep.
Fair enough. I would say I'm hoping they feel like they have something else to prove in a new sense. Like it's their first breaking bread card. It's every new league is a new audience in some aspect. I think they should be taking it seriously as much as I think Vanek deserves higher on the card. I really hope that they both still come with a good battle and Vanek doesn't take this one lightly and puts all of his energy into 30G because I know he's going to be putting a lot of energy into that one.
Yeah.
So I did vote for Vanek. It could go either way. Both freestyles, like you guys said.
Sorry, just before we do move on to the next battle, this battle actually has happened before, but a pure freestyle, 1 round freestyle. It's on the 30G YouTube. Happened in the 30G laneway, so full, not planned or anything like that.
Who won? I haven't seen it.
Was that judged? Yeah.
Unjudged.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it was just two guys eager to battle. So they had, I think Mikey at the time was like, "Fuck it, let's do it," and somebody had their phone out. So we ended up getting the footage of it, and we put it on. It's the only battle from the Street Series so far that has been uploaded to our YouTube. So yeah, what's it called?
True.
But it has happened, and
go.
it wasn't. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that. But yeah,
Quick,
so if you want
I don't want to
to
waste
check
too
out
much time.
Sorry, if
I
you
was
want
just
to
gonna
check
say.
out.
Fuck, sorry,
you're
that's
right.
my bad, bro. I was just going to say how dope the Street Series is. I just want to give a quick shout out to your Street
Yeah.
Series as just a whole extra element and bringing it back to the fucking streets, man.
We
Especially
need
in
more,
Melbourne.
man. We need more.
We
battlers,
need more
man.
of that. That's where the youngins come out of the woodworks when they're too scared to take it to a stage. You know, this is where it all begins. So, mad
That's
love
right.
to you. I didn't want to waste too much time there, but
No,
just
that's
wanted
all
to
right.
recognize it.
This is where people like Matacrypt, Red, Vanek came back. This is places like I was about to say Danny, but Lone Soldier have really stepped up his game. So yeah, any hungry MCs that aren't ready for the stage that just want to try it out, man, hit me up, hit 30Gs up. We're happy to put you on. You don't have to prove anything. It's purely to get you used to the format.
Bro, if I end up in Melbourne, like living there by the end of the year, I will be in every fucking battle, every street league. You name it. If someone wants to come meet me on the corner,
I will hold you to it.
That's right. Don't
Ooh.
tease. Don't tease, man.
Yeah.
I'll be the next Lone Soldier. I'll just be battling myself in the mirror on the regular.
Which I think 30's done.
Yeah, sounds
Fuck
about
this
right.
guy.
All right, what have we got
next
next?
battle.
Yeah, you're the
Oh,
man.
no, sorry, Harlem. Harlem, you said Vanek, yeah?
Sorry, what's that? Oh,
Vanek
yes.
versus
Oh,
G-Max?
yeah, so I said Vanek. So I said my piece on that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who we got next on that, Oz?
Osborne.
So the next battle is
That's NMD and
Shano. Shano
Shano.
versus MMD. I can't even.
What do you reckon? D liver.
I can't actually see what I went with this one. This
Shano
one here.
versus NMD, bro.
You picked Shano.
I was going to be honest. This one's here is a little bit of a guess. I don't really know of either, and what I do know is just from word of mouth.
Yeah.
So I just went there with a complete guess. I've got to be honest on that one. But good luck to both of you. Show us who you are. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was
Straight up.
exactly the same, mate. That's why we're mates. I just went with a guess. I like the name Shano better, and that was literally it. So I
Fair
want to see
enough,
what you
bro.
boys bring, but apologies. I just know much about it.
I had heard a little bit of Shano too. That's why I did lean that way.
Mhm.
So he has been making some noise out there. Just come and make some more noise so we do know who you are.
Yeah, for me, Shano was the only person that I'd heard something from. I didn't know. I thought it was NMO, but you're saying it's
NMD.
NMD. So yeah, I didn't know anything about that bloke. That's why I went Shano.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Babe.
same reason, Shano.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say quickly, I know him, NMD. He's my mate. He's dope,
Yes.
man. He's a very
Apologies to you, mate.
skilled. No, I don't think he would be offended by it. He knows he's got a long way to do. He did an OMC battle, I believe, against Tay Tantra. That didn't go too well in his favour, and the footage didn't get to see the light of day. Tay Tantra's actually on a mission to get that footage so she can upload it herself. So shouts to Tay Tantra because she's very proud of her performance there and what she did. Yeah. I may be speaking off terms, but I'm pretty sure that's the situation. Yeah. NMD is dope, man. He does these fucking crazy electronic garage SoundCloud remixes to mostly Aussie rap songs. He's done a remix to my song with Greeley. And it's like these crazy drum and bass things, man. Like, you can go check it out on NMD's SoundCloud. He's got some incredible remixes. In the battle realm, I haven't heard a lot of his stuff, but I have heard him rap before. He's dope with it. I know he's got hard work ethic, but like a lot of us in the battle scene, he also has a lot going on in his personal life. So I really hope that doesn't affect him. I went with Shano because what I've seen in the rap side of things and the battle side of things, I think I can just a little bit more confidently give it to him, but I don't want to underestimate NMD in any way. He is an absolute weapon in many things, and in my brain that means he's got the potential to whip out something that no one was expecting.
Yeah.
No, well that's exactly right. We don't really know the name so well, but you could come out here and make a name for yourself real hard if you have a good performance, so get in there.
Yeah. So what's that next one?
Tevs versus Blondos.
Blondos?
Yeah, Tevs and Blondos.
You want to put the card up, Blue?
Yeah, is that better to read?
Yeah, it might
I think the predictions have been on the screen for long enough for anyone. If you're watching it live, you've seen it for long enough. If you're on the YouTube watching it later, you can rewind, baby.
Okay, yeah, this one here is another one. Like, I'm not so sure of. Obviously, this card here is about that though. It's about up and comers. So don't get offended about that.
Yeah. That's the whole point of the takeoff title. It's the beginning. Hoping to boost all these guys.
After this one, clearly we're all going to know a lot more about them. But at this point, they've both got very little for me to work off, and I think I went for Tebs.
Reiterate the same thing you said, and I went for Blondos.
Yeah.
The same Blondos.
Sorry, I'm a Blondos fan.
Yeah,
so I wait for my turn. What do you reckon, Blue? What'd you say?
Yeah, I don't even remember if I looked anything up. I didn't write any notes, but I picked Blondos. So
I love the honesty here, guys. None of us are fronting. We are for real.
No, I'm the same man. Blondos. Don't know either battler. But yeah, keen to check it out.
That's right.
I know Blondos quite well. Been following him for a couple of years. He's a fucking weapon. He's a beast. He does not give a fuck what anyone thinks. I don't feel like I'm stepping out of line here and saying this because I've seen him talk about it, but I'm pretty sure he's like an openly bisexual rapper too, which is a very fucking hard thing to be in Australia. So shouts to him, man, and just how open he runs his shit. He does not give a fuck. He's done some crazy raps on beats. I think he's done a little battle on OMC or something like that as well recently. So he's hungry as hell. He's very young. But I seriously think he's got it in him to take the win. I chose Blondos.
That's exciting.
Shaky's told us to just show up.
You seem to know everyone.
Fast.
Yeah, that's why when we were in the chats, I was just like, I feel like I've studied these motherfuckers.
Well, the next one is MCB versus Spitz. I think we all know who Spitz is. So
I know MCB as well. I'm not trying to brag. I was just going to say
you mentioned it before this discussion how you knew pretty much 99.9% of all of these guys.
This is another thing that you will get from your promos. You will find these people when you start to do more promotion and just being
100%.
Online is toxic. I'm not saying stay on your social medias all the time, but there is a lot of benefits from networking and appreciating other people's promos, commenting, messaging someone when you actually fuck with their shit. Like, be a grown man and give a compliment instead of a diss for once. You know what I mean? And it goes so far. So I will say quickly, MCB is a young cat. He has never battled before. It is his first battle. I mix his name up with NMD in every conversation now because they're on the same card. But his promos are second to none. His music is really dope. He's down in representing Tassie. And
Ooh,
Not Dutch
okay.
gang,
No?
but he's
Okay.
surrounded by a lot of dope people, working with people like Kiz and Hermit, who are just on their grind in Tassie and holding it down there. So MCB, yeah, I'll let you guys talk in the order, but yeah, I was just giving people an idea.
Yeah, well, you made me clear that he was decent and I should check him out. So I definitely checked out MCB. But I'm a big fan of Spitz. Like
Yeah.
what I've been seeing from Spitz lately, I'm pretty impressed with. I like the way he delivers it. I like the way he crafts his bars and makes them land. So I've gone with Spitz for that because I'm pretty sure Spitz can take this a long way if he just keeps working hard and improving
Definitely.
like I see. So they both can.
There's thousands of
But
people who like him on Instagram right now, I'll tell you.
clearly. But I just think he does have the right ingredients to cook up some good stuff. So
Yeah.
I've gone Spitz, but that one there I think is going to be close as hell and could go
Yep.
either way. But I'm a fan of Spitz.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, no, I did check out MCB as well, but I'm a big fan of Spitz. I think that with this recent boost that he's gotten, it's only going to make him that much harder to beat and that much hungrier
Yeah.
to prove his name. So I'm backing him in this one, and he's from everything I've seen about the guy, he's humble, he's smart, and he's very passionate about this shit. So
100%.
Spitz all the way, man, for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I've also gone Spitz. I think Spitz is fucking, I think he's very, very, very good. I didn't see too much at MCB. Obviously Harlem knows more than us, but yeah, I just went with Spitz. So
Yeah, I've gone with Spitz purely on the fact that I haven't seen this is MCB's first battle, and Spitz it's not. So and yeah, Spitz has got a lot of my respect. We gave a bit of to him last week, so yeah, my vote's for Spitz.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, after everything I said about MCV, my vote is still for Spitz. Sorry, MCV. I think it is going to be one of the closer battles on the night. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking him down, but holy crap. In my personal opinion, I think Spitz, I think I should have potentially put him higher on my top 10 list, and I think within a battle or two, he could be in the top 5 of anyone's list. He's on the to-watch radar,
Definitely.
in my opinion.
Definitely.
I think he's hungry as all hell, especially after we hit this viral video. We had some great chats about it, and like you guys have already said, he's so humble. He has the right intentions, but not only that, he's just really switched on about what he needs to do. But I will say this, and I know he listens to this podcast, so
He's
Spitz,
in the chat.
don't choke again. You've done it before. You've done it twice. For God's sakes, brother, record it on your phone. Listen to it when you go for walks, whatever, while you're working. Do not choke, and you got it in the bag. But if you choke, bro, you can come with some of the... You're now versing someone who is so good that you don't have room for slip-ups, I don't think. MCB's got something to prove.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
Choking, you can have all the best material. You choke, it can just lose the battle for you. So
Exactly.
prep is 95% of the game.
100%.
I also just want to quickly say, Takeoff, this is at Harry's Hip Hop Shop. If anyone's been there before, super dope. It's like an old train. It's one of the dopest
Sick.
places to do with hip hop in Melbourne, but it is very small, so very limited and special event. It's intimate, and there's less than 20 tickets available already. So if you want to get your ticket, I'd say it's going to be sold out within the next 48 hours. There's also T, who runs Breakin Bread. He did 20 bundles and 20 bundles only for both events, where you could save $20 off both events in total, and there's less than 6 of them available. I saw him put on the story this morning that there was only 6 of them.
Get those.
I don't even know if there's any of them left, but if I were you, if you want to be a part of these, go jump on that shit now.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
The next
Did we lose
battle,
Spades here?
Maybe, I'm not
Spades,
sure.
you there, bro?
We'll just keep going.
I was going to say the next battle. It's actually my most anticipated: Soap Suds versus Smithy.
Yeah.
Deliver.
100%. I'm a little bit of a fan of Smithy too. I like his style, but Soap Suds is very good. This also is going to be a very, very, very tight battle. I think, in all fairness, the last 3 are very tight battles, but This is a hard one. I've gone with Smithy only because I'm a pretty big fan, and he gave up a battle in Perth, a headliner, to come over there and do it. So he's taking it seriously.
Mm.
Soapsud's a good bloke. He seems to have his head switched on. He's a good battler. Very close, but yeah, I'll have to go Smithy. But I didn't want to pick that one really.
A tough one, eh? It was one of the tougher ones
Yeah.
for me too.
I'm gonna call it now. I actually reckon I'm gonna give this battle a classic star when it's done, because I
Oh.
really fuck with
Press the
Soapsuds.
buzzer!
Yeah, and I really fuck with Smithy from what I've seen him. When you guys put me onto that battle where he was against Sammy C, obviously didn't go so great for Sammy C, but Smithy, it might have simply been because his opponent didn't get all of his material out, but Smithy was flawless, man. He was so funny. He was really, really entertaining to watch, and he had some of the type of shit that I love. So seeing the promo, but in saying that, I would say I classify Soapsud's writing as some of the best. That's why he's on my current top 10 list.
Yeah.
I can easily see Soapsuds clean sweeping this if he really takes him seriously. But
Yeah.
I think that this has a potential to be like an Aussie classic, man. I really do.
Facts.
So yeah, I edged it to Soapsuds, but I can't wait to watch this battle. Yeah.
Great.
And I'm pretty sure Spitz and Soapsuds work together from what I've seen the other day.
That's
hold
facts.
each other accountable.
Yeah,
Hold
exactly.
each other accountable and battle each other every fucking day until the event. Make sure you just come out good.
Yeah. Yeah, I also went Soapsuds for, pretty much everything that Asthmatic just said. I mean, Osborne just said, my bad. But yeah, Soapsuds, I reckon he could cause some damage here. So yeah, I went Soapsuds.
Fair enough. Babes, have we got... No,
No,
we
Babes
don't.
is gone.
So, do we have his card behind the poster, or is that put away?
Do you want... Yeah, I can bring it back up. There
If
go.
you want to just whip it
Just
up,
see
we'll
who we
say
got.
what his vote was, just... so we
He
don't
went
miss out on it.
Soapsuds.
Yeah, so he went Soapsuds. That's crazy. Fair enough. I like both of them, man. I've been getting to know Soapsuds through the social medias, through these promos. Another great thing, guys, like, be on top of it, because Soapsud seems like such a nice dude and a funny dude, and but not only that, he's fucking skilled with it. So like D was saying, it was really hard to give this to Smithy, but like Osborne was saying, with our like-mindedness, I really do think he leans towards a lot of the stuff I really fuck with, and I think like you guys also said earlier, I think Smithy must know how much he has to prove himself on this one and what he's got to come with to be pulling out of what he did.
Yeah.
The promos, he's showing top confidence, and he did in his last battle too. So that's where we at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Sorry,
Shout
boys.
out to Soapsuds, bro.
Yeah.
As you
Babes.
should be, Babes.
So
Soapsuds
was that,
versus
Sorry, a
Smithy.
bit of technical difficulty there.
was that 3-2
true.
to Suds then?
Yes, I think that
Yeah,
was.
yeah, it
Babes,
was,
do you want
yeah.
to say anything about Soapsuds?
I went with
Or
I'm pretty
Smithy.
sure I went with
Soapsuds.
yeah, I went with Soapsuds. What's it called? Just purely on the fact that I like his delivery a little bit more than Smithy's. I like the way he structures his bars. But again, I heard just before I had the technical difficulties. D, you said one of the harder ones to judge on this card. You know, it is definitely a hard battle to judge. So yeah, I just went Soaps purely because I've heard more, but also I do rate Soaps. So that was my reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like us.
That's very fair.
Oh,
We
now
got
at
Benji
the top.
PK versus Sweats.
Damn. So, how many of you guys didn't know who Benji PK was before?
Yeah, I was
this?
on.
100% didn't.
Yep.
Was pretty
Damn.
surprised by his skill ability once you showed me. But
Yeah, bro.
yeah, I think this is going to be very close too, because he's definitely a decent rapper. This one I might have a little bias. I'm just I think this is going to be that close that it has to just go on who you know. so I've gone
Yeah.
Sweats. But basically, I think this definitely go easy. Either way,
Yeah.
easily.
Yep. Yep. No, I also didn't know anything about Benji PK. Sorry about that, Benji PK. But I will say, like I said before, man, I am just always in Sweats' corner. I just want him, and I think that the other thing that's really exciting about Sweats is kind of like rubber, right? Sometimes the opponent he faces, he's able to sort of conform to their attack and sort of bounce it back at them, right?
Yeah.
So I think for that reason, obviously we all know how talented he is, but I also think that he's so unpredictable that I just feel like he's going to always come through in the end, especially against someone on his exact level. Like if we're talking someone who's predominantly a rider and more serious and more prepared, then I would obviously generally lean away from Sweats, but that's why I've picked Sweats for this round. I just think that he's going to take it, and I didn't know much about Benji PK, to be honest, yet.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I was very much same boat. Didn't really know too much about Benji, but then what I saw, I was like, he's dope, he's awesome, and like it's going to be a tight battle. But I just know Sweats more, so I went with Sweats. It's just up to that.
Yeah.
The reason I went Sweats as well, the reason was purely because if he does take the L against Lone, then he's going to be hungry to not. So yeah, purely on that factor, I've gone Sweats. I think Benji's from back in the day. Pretty sure. I haven't heard much of his.
PK Crew is like nearly 20 years old. Benji has been around for a long time.
Yeah, so I recognise the name, but obviously, both being freestylers and being I know more about Sweats than Benji. I've chosen Sweats.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair
enough. This was a hard one for me too. Look, I love Sweats. He's one of my favorite people in the whole scene. I love this guy. I always love being around him. I love what he does. But I gave this one to Benji, man. I listen to Benji's music. I've seen him for a long time. I got to witness him do his thing at a freestyle battle competition that he won, by the way. Oh, no, sorry. Defron beat him in the final battle. It was Defron versus him, and Defron took it by a little bit. Like, you could almost say that he got robbed.
The shaky.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Again, I would maybe need to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But Benji's freestyle ability, for all the mismatches on a couple of these cards, this is one of the ultimate matchups I've seen in a long time. Benji's freestyle ability is like, it's like almost like the two freestyle beasts, but not only that, Sweats walks around like a bloody caveman, strolling around the room. Benji has this fucking weird dance because he's half drunk all the time. And, it's going to be these two fucking weird-ass beasts hitting it in their own
100%.
Yeah.
Bro, it's going to be so crazy, so entertaining. I think it's such a cool headline.
Yeah.
And I really hope they both come with it because, again, another two very unpredictable characters.
Yeah.
But I voted for Benji because I think he has that written edge. I've heard a lot of his written tracks. He's been around the band a long time, but he can have the freestyle in the back pocket. I know he's not going to come unprepared.
I didn't think of that angle.
Yeah.
I don't know. I highly doubt he's going to just come on that freestyle tip. I think he's going to have 3 rounds ready to go and still be able to do the same freestyle ability that Sweats is doing. So it was but big love to Sweats.
Has he battled
Sorry, just in the chat.
A lot, but I haven't.
Sorry, just in the chat. Soap Sud said he's pretty sure that Benji did a written battle at Bars 02 in Sydney, but don't quote. That's just relatable to what we're talking about.
I'm pretty sure he has done written battles, but I haven't seen them. And again, he's been around for nearly 20 years, a long time, so I think he would have definitely been a part of battles that don't exist online.
Where's he from? Which state?
Sydney.
Ooh, okay.
Sydney.
The
crew.
only place that doesn't have a
He's-
battle league at the moment.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to Pete and Enzo.
It hasn't most of the time, to be honest.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
that's
It's
true.
always late.
Dev had
Station.
yeah,
Not
had
for long,
station
though.
there for a while. I think One Outs tried opening a league there, but
Yeah, I
that
batted one
didn't.
out there.
Yeah, I don't think that transpired. But yeah, it's
It's
look,
a
man,
shame when everyone hates each other in the one state, isn't it?
yeah. Well, look, to be honest with you, it's some of our biggest names in Oz music have come
Yes.
from Sydney.
Yeah.
Kirsta, chilling it.
Do you see
and
them
all
with
that.
many friends these days, hanging out with many people?
No, not
they
at
all
all.
hate each other.
But yeah, what's it called? That it's a bit sad that there isn't a battle league there, that the OGs
Very.
haven't kind of invested their time into the grassroots hip hop that everybody else in the country seems to be doing.
Yeah.
It's because they keep listening to Shaky call us all fucking middle-aged men fucking standing around talking poetry. They don't see there's really much they want to do down in Southwest Sydney.
When
Oh,
a
that
league
sounds a
runner
bit
is
gay.
like the biggest hater in the scene.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, we were talking about it last night. I think 30Gs is going to try and do an event in Sydney at some point this year. So
Just don't call them all gay, Shaky.
I will say quickly, we have less
They might
than
pop your
25
collar.
minutes left on this clock, so we better head to the next poster.
Yeah, let's go to the next
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
100%.
let's
Let's
do
do
it.
it. There we go.
So this is the homecoming happening the next night on the 7th of February. I'm going to be down in Melbourne that whole weekend, so if anyone wants to catch up, maybe on the Sunday, any day on that weekend, please. I want to network with as many people as possible.
100%.
We got the special guest host that rhymes with Burka or whatever you want to say. Here's the card. Tay Tantra
Has a
versus
brother
Top-
named House Rates or something.
yeah, something like that. Tay Tantra versus Taurus Green, Harlem versus Big Deej, Scrub versus Zero, Riley P versus Raz, Eric Devine versus Cortex, main event Greeley versus Ruckman or Mr. Ruckman. I do forget the Mr. a lot. So
Yo.
let's start from the bottom and we're going to work the other way around. So Tay Tantra versus Taurus Green. How many of you guys saw Taurus Green versus Sweats already?
Yeah,
Anyone
I checked
seen
that one
that?
out the other day.
Anyone watched that online yet?
Yeah.
So
I
that's
think so.
That's what I know Taurus Green from, and
Yeah.
fuck, he held his own against Sweats. He put Sweats in a state because he called him racist, and that hit Sweats in the heart. And so Sweats was like, it put Sweats in a state I'd never seen him, bro. Osborne, I would love for you to go watch that. I reckon you'd enjoy it.
I'm gonna fucking love it. Yeah.
He had to collect his thoughts and everything. It was very interesting to
imagine.
watch.
Poor
Because he has a very strong stance on that.
Okay.
But these are two up and comers in the battle league that I think are both extremely hungry. I've got this huge hope for Tay Tantra as a female MC to be holding it down in a strong way. So I actually don't remember what I ended up voting for. So close. Has someone got the votes?
Yeah,
in
I'll
front
pull
of
it
us?
There you go. You went Tay Tantra.
Fuck it. It was, yeah, Tay Tantra. I thought so. It's very close. And big love to Taurus Green, another Indigenous fellow like myself. So, but yeah, I think Tay is hungry. I would love to see her deliver her bars a little bit stronger. I know she's doing the relaxed, casual delivery that works for a lot of people, but I'd love to see some contrast and some bam, bam, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. What do you reckon, Bates?
Yeah, I've gone Tay Tantra as well.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wasn't really feeling the Sweats versus Taurus Green battle. I feel like it wasn't boring per se, but it just got a little bit long in the tooth for me.
I will admit, it got
a little bit
stale.
stale. Yeah.
And Sweats went on so long in his rounds that Lockie Hamill, who was filming, literally had to go borrow SD cards off another person and swap them out because he ran out of space on all the cameras. So Sweats just keeps going.
Yeah.
And Taurus rounds were long too. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
Rocco.
it what's it called? It got a little bit long in the tooth for me. So and when I watched the Tay battle, she was just short, sharp punches. And I think
I'll be 1 minute.
especially in the league, sorry, in the venue on the day, that'll win.
Yeah, very fair. I also went Tay Tantra, and I feel like Harlem had a great take, saying like more like punch in the way she's delivering would be great to see. Love to see that, but yeah, I went Tay Tantra as well.
Dude, this is crazy. I think it's unanimous 5-0. Yeah, I went for Tay Tantra as well. But I must admit, I went for Tay Tantra because I've watched a Tay Tantra battle, the Spitz versus Tay Tantra, and I actually rated her riding. I thought that she could get a lot better, but I hadn't watched anything from Taurus Greens, so that's mainly why I picked her. I know that Harlem talked her up with me when we discussed that Spitz battle a while ago, but yeah, that's the main reason why I picked her. But I'm looking forward to watching it now, and I'll go back to watch that other one as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, basically I went for Tay too. I think Dove should already hand her the crown because clearly Dove ain't the queen of battle rap anymore. Unless Jips has got something to say. But
That's right.
Tay, I've got high hopes that she keeps going and going hard. I feel like she's a little bit better creativity and technically.
Yeah.
I watched the Taurus Green versus Sweats battle. He did good. As Harlem said, he held his own, but I don't think he was impressive.
Yeah.
Where I felt, I watched 2 of her battles now. I think, two. Both were pretty good.
Tyson.
I've got to go for. Yeah, no, that's soft. Riff, but yeah.
Close.
I'd say Tay. It's just that little bit more creative. I don't mind her chilled out style. Like she just got to land a punch harder, maybe. But I like it. That slow build up.
Yeah.
But got to go Tay.
That's fair. The chat says Tay Tantra by Women's Rights. Soap Suds has given us all these predictions.
2026 people. All right, so we're on to the next battle. We are up to. Sorry, let me just take a little look-see here. We're up to Harlem versus Big Deej, the second battle of the night. So I'm just going to say straight up here, I chose that I didn't want to talk about my own battle. I felt some sort of way about it. I'm very confident about it. I'm going to say that. You've probably seen my promo where I'm acting like a scared little bitch. And there is a part of me like that. He's a big, scary, aggressive dude. But I will say I'm very confident, and that's probably all I need to say on it. I don't feel like it's right for me to judge my own battle. So I'll let you guys go ahead.
Fair.
I've picked Harlem. I just think I think Harlem is a better battler, structure. Can handle the structure. Where Deej is more a rapper. And that's the reason I've gone Harlem. I just think that if it was say on beat battle might be a little bit different, but as long as Harlem, you don't get intimidated by his size, I think you've got that one in the bag.
Yeah.
Cheers, bro.
Yeah, very
I actually
fair.
think it's the opposite, but I'll wait for mine.
I went Harlem
He
as
should
well.
be scared of my stature. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Look, Harlem for me is top 5. I don't think Big Deej makes my top 10, bro. Harlem's got this in the bag.
Simple as that, huh?
Yep.
Big D just got some swagger on him, bro. I will say that. Goddamn.
But I will say, for me, I obviously picked Harlem, but I'm going to say that when you have a battler who can be playful, doesn't take themselves too seriously, but can actually have some quite hard-hitting punches, but doing it in a very nonchalant way, but friendly, it's very hard to come at that with aggression. And if you don't have much of a personality, it's an uphill battle. So I think that I haven't seen much from, but look, to be honest, that promotion to watch Harlem, watching a little bit of the guy, I think it's going to be a pretty easy win for you. But I'm just going to leave it at that. I am pretty ignorant with him, but I just think I prefer your style in general, and I think it's quite a hard style to come at with an aggressive stance. Yeah.
Thank you, bro. I'm just gonna say he did a video. He did a battle on the last Breaking Bread event against a guy called TJK or TKJ from Tasmania. And poor TJ or whatever his name is, it was a bit of a shocker for him. So it looked really good in Deej's behalf. But D and I were watching that. Deliver and I were watching that the other day together, and fuck, it's a hard watch, that one. I don't know if we should ever bring that battle to the podcast.
Yeah,
I'd love to watch it. Now that you've mentioned it, I have to now, man. I love controversial shit.
You just you might do some skipping.
Yeah.
It's poor TJ choked it pretty badly.
Okay. But in saying that, me and Harlem watched that exact battle we're talking about the other day, and I don't know, Babes was saying before, like, he feels like he's more of a music dude and less of a battler, and Harlem is maybe the other way around. Personally, I think that's opposite. I think he's got a really good battle presence, and his delivery and his style, the way he delivers, it's very, very good for battle. He's not the most technical in tracks or anything, he's good on tracks, but Harlem kills tracks. Harlem kills battles.
Yep.
But like I'm saying, as a battle style, I think he's got that really big, macho battle style.
Yeah.
He probably can intimidate people before he even starts rapping. So I don't think that's going to happen with Harlem. But I think he's really good. Yeah. And I think it'll be a really, really good battle. Clearly, I think Harlem will win because I think Harlem's skill level's way higher. Yeah. He's just got he's better with multis and punchlines and knowing how to land and more experience, all that jazz. But that presence he's got is pretty intimidating and bellowing. It's sort of like a sturdy, you know what I mean? They just walk out there and tell you to listen and you fucking go, yes, sir. Yeah. So you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be closer than some people may think for that one reason.
Yeah,
but I'm going Harlem.
Well, I appreciate all the nice comments, guys. I'm going to leave that at that one. Moving on to Raz and Riley P. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, Raz.
Scrub versus Zero.
Scrub versus Zero. I will just say we've got 14 minutes on this meeting, and we could go out and back in, but we'll try to chop through these ones.
Yeah.
So Scrub versus Zero. I've heard Zero's music. He's dope. Haven't seen him battle. I'm pretty sure this is his first battle, but he's been rapping for a long time. He seems like he has been around for a hot minute. He is about that life. I think he's a pretty scary fellow. Scrub coming off his last battle, I really hope he feels like he's got something to prove, but I think I went with Zero. I can't remember.
Did I go with Scrub?
Well, fuck, there you go. I went with Scrub.
Yeah.
That's how close it
was. I've gone Zero, purely because I don't rate Scrub highly as a battler. I think he's a great MC. I think his tracks are amazing. But as a battler, he just doesn't have, D, you were saying before about Big Deej having that presence. Scrub doesn't have that. And it's like, it's deer in headlights every time he gets in the battle ring. So, I've gone Zero purely just because of that reason.
That's fair. I wanted to go Zero, but went Scrub, just hoping that he brings something more this battle.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where I went with my vote when I sent it to you, Bays, to begin with. I think Zero could very well come with some Big Deej energy, so it's going to be an interesting one to watch for sure.
Well, I went Scrubs purely because I think once you face down someone like Mr. Ruckman, the next battle after that is pretty smooth sailing. I think he's gonna get
true.
I think he's gonna be more confident. I think he's picked this opponent knowing that he's coming off that last battle, and I must admit I don't know much about Zero, but I just think that he's got it in the bag for this one, so I went Scrubs.
I'm going Scrub too, only because I figured after the Ruckman battle, if he wasn't serious, he wouldn't have taken this battle on.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's going to really, really try his heart out to to prove us all wrong, to say he is a battler. But that Zero, he has Big Deej energy in a way. Like he could intimidate the shit out of Scrub. So it could go both ways in that.
Yeah,
it very well could. But shout out, while you guys have all mentioned it, shout out for Scrub for jumping on another card after that battle.
100%.
God damn, it is sad to see battlers walk away after getting absolutely wrecked. So he doesn't seem to be too shaken by it, and he's come off it, with that same Scrub energy he usually has. So good on him.
It's because he's a top MC, man. That's
Yeah,
it's
and-
probably like if you have a bad show, you know, you jump on the next one, you forget about it, which I
Yeah.
think is why he's done that. But and there's no hate for Scrub, yeah. Like it's just for me, you got to like prove that you want to be a battler. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
and I think that he's one of those people who is you know, from everything that's been said in his battles, suffered mental health, so, you know, gone from the extreme highs of being highly rated in the scene as a top MC to, you know, having a fall from grace type thing, and now he's on the rebuild. So, you know, yeah.
In saying this, it's sort of showing some of the other MCs that are high tier actual music rappers that it is very hard to do what we're doing. You know, it probably gives it a little bit
it's
more
not-
respect. Like Scrub's not performing like he can on a track, so it's probably showing you that, you know, it's
Very
not
much
for
so.
everyone.
Sometimes
Your
it doesn't
favorite,
transfer.
your favorite rappers probably have a song with Scrub, and and this is
100%.
where he ends up in the battlefield. So yeah, there's so much power in this shit. Shout out to everyone doing it. We got
Riley P.
Was that everyone?
Yep.
Yeah. So shout out. We got 3 more battles to go. Riley P versus Raz. I know Raz from his music. Someone said last week, I think, that he did potentially battle back in the day.
Yeah, amped
Is that
up.
right?
Yep.
I haven't seen that. I wasn't able to find it. I've seen Riley P versus in a double battle back on the Resurrection event, I believe it was, the one in Taz where Greeley versus Dunners. I got to see Riley P work with Chaotic, and I like Chaotic, man. I thought that was a mad
I fuck
matchup.
with Chaotic.
It also takes a lot of skill to do a double up, so for him to come into the game off something like that, and they smoked their opponents who were two Tassie youngins. They got Riley P came with it, so it was hard, but I gave it to Raz because I really like what he does on music. I think he's been around longer than Riley P, and I don't think he's going to underestimate anything to do with this event.
I've gone Raz, purely because of the battle experience. Raz has obviously been, he was in Amped Up and whatnot, but obviously Amped Up hasn't been around for quite a few years now, so there's that potential of ring rust. Where Riley P has been, like you said, he battled with Chaotic. I fuck with Chaotic too, so shout outs to Chaotic. I think Raz has got this.
Now, ring rust, is that like a new term? Well, like when we say bet, is that?
No, that's a very old term.
That's an old term for us old heads, mate. You youngins, it means not like haven't done it for a while.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you got a ginger bum hole.
Next, mate.
Yeah,
and then,
I was taking it so literal.
I went Raz as well, just for the music, really. That was about it.
Yeah, fair. No, I picked Raz because Raz actually battled Vanek back in the day and Amped Up. So if you want to compare the levels, I agree with the statement. He's been out of it for a while, but I would say that Vanek back then and Raz were pretty even. And I think that Raz was really close with, as I mentioned the other day, Selby MC. He was really good back in the day. So, look, he hasn't battled in a long time, but just purely because of that, and I know very little about Riley P, I had to go Raz. So I can't wait to see Raz coming out of retirement. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope to see.
I'm pretty sure I went for Riley P, only for the Chaotic factor. Like, obviously I battled
That was
Chaotic.
crazy.
If Chaotic fucks with you, you're skillful. I think Raz is pretty skillful. I don't know much of Riley P, but it was basically because I am going off. Chaotic wouldn't be sitting there doing that stuff with someone he didn't think was going to hold their own, if not uplift his performance. So, John was Riley P myself.
And shouts to Riley P for what he does in his community up in Northern Territory. I know he works in the prisons or whatever you call the juvie centers and stuff up there, and he's working with lots of underprivileged kids and things like that. So mad shouts to him. Next battle, we got Eric Devine versus Cortex. I do not need to spend much time on this. I love Eric, but it's a definite Cortex. This wasn't hard to pick.
Yep.
Yeah, Cortex. Again, no need to go into it. Cortex, man.
I went Eric just because I kind of like the way he raps, to be honest, more than Cortex's. That was about it. Like, Cortex is a fucking god. It's going to be a great
I will
battle,
say
but-
this. He's probably, out of all the battles on all these cards, because there's not that many of new generation versus old generation, Eric has the most potential probably to beat an old head that hasn't really been done on a monumental scale yet. And it would be great to see. I'd love for it to happen.
Exactly.
But,
but you don't think
I disagree
Stick
with
it,
that.
bros.
I disagree with that because Metacrypt did that to Cryptic.
True that.
In your opinion, yeah.
Yeah, in my opinion.
I don't think that's a clear. I don't. It's not. That wasn't a clear enough win in my eyes to sweep the audience opinion. But I get where you're coming from, bro, for sure.
But I would say this is exactly like for me, Bobby Beans versus Asthmatic. Cortex, I'm not a huge fan of his style, but you cannot deny the man is an absolute animal and he's been doing this for a very long time. And I like Eric Devine a lot. But I think that when people like Cortex come out to battle, they do it because they just love it so much, and they love going and taking out the younger scalps if they can. I think Harlem is exactly right. This is the one. He's Eric Devine. If he's careful and methodical, he has a potential to take this. But I just think that Cortex has got this down pat.
Yeah, that's fair.
I reckon this is a perfect matchup for Eric to get his name out there. But yeah, Cortex. If he does a good performance against Cortex, he'll do even better. But if not, it might do some bad. But yeah, got to go to Cortex.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Well, we're heading to the final headline of the night, Greeley versus Ruckman. I'm not really going to spend too long on this. I will say, though, I had a great phone call with Greeley the other day. Love the guy. And he showed me all 3 rounds, and I got to go with Greeley. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I've gone with Greeley too, just because, bro. He's what's it called? He's an OG, bro. There's not a lot of people that could currently hold it to him. In saying that, if someone's going to do it, it's going to be Ruckman.
Yeah.
100%.
So for me, I actually went back and forth a little bit on this one. Greeley, Ruckman. But I think purely on experience, I think Greeley will take it.
Yeah, I wasn't brushing over it in the sense that I don't think Ruckman's going to bring a good battle. I just think Greeley is, from what I heard, I don't see much room for Ruckman to fucking get in there.
That's fair. As someone that hasn't heard Greeley's bars, I went Mr. Ruckman. So
that's fair.
Yeah, I think I put him on my number 1 on my personal current list, and I think he's got the ability to kill some goats, and I think Greeley could be the first. So
I went Greeley because I thought initially I actually thought this is sort of a battle between two people who have been around for a very long time, but I would say the best of Mr. Ruckman has been his latest battles. Right? I don't know if I could say the same thing for Greeley. So I was edging it. I was thinking to myself that maybe Mr. Ruckman, being on such a tear at the moment, has just got the sails in his wind to do it. But then I watched that video from Greeley the other day, and there was something he said in it that really just swayed me. And I said, "Nah, fuck it, he's got this." And he said I'm not a fan of the type of battlers that will say some of the most heinous shit in a battle, and then afterwards expect to hug the battler that they've just performed against, and it all be all kosher. And hearing the war talk from Greeley, seeing the fire in his eyes, I have to hedge it to Greeley, man. I think he can be so fucking savage when he wants to be, and it looks like he wants to be. So, yeah, that's why I went Greeley.
Yeah.
I went Ruckman for the momentum thing, clearly. And as I said, if you're going to give him stars and categories, he's probably got 5 stars out of 5 in most categories.
Yeah.
And so does Greeley. So,
right.
Harlem's scaring me a bit after, he's telling us he's heard them and they're fucking incredible.
I will
but
say
I still went with Ruckman.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all the judging, guys. We literally have 1 minute and 40 seconds of this one if we don't want to leave and get back in. And I feel like we don't really need to.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick
We'll
sum up. I just want to quickly give a quick shout out to my personal sponsor, Amber Region.
Yep.
Shout out to all the people on these battles. Shout out to all the Battle League runners. Do you guys want to give a quick shouts to anyone?
No.
No, just absolutely all the battle leagues. Without you, we couldn't do it. We'll be back with another judging one next week, and then we'll be doing
Yep.
some interviews for the week after. So stay tuned, people.
Yep.
Again,
Yep.
reach out to us if you want to get interviewed or give us your top 10s.
Definitely.
And shout out to Carnival Lords, my boy Frankie, and also Mr. Matthew Klein. Drink your goat milk, cunt. You're gonna need it. All right.
Mm.
And you know what,
Shout
Big
outs.
Deej?
Get your tickets to these
You're a
events,
pretty
people.
good guy. I like you, bro.
Yeah, well, G-Meg's a bitch, so...
No, he likes to hit his
Just
bitch.
shout outs to
I did that.
420 Superstore. Shout outs to Investor Designs.
Yep.
You know, and yeah, what's it called? Fucking let's just like have some fucking decent battles for these events, man.
Yo.
Let's,
Yep.
you know, I think there's some potential classics on these cards, man. So
100%.
yeah, what's it called? Get your
boys.
tickets.
Get in there.
I think they're all on Eventbrite. So what's it called? While you're
Yep.
getting your 30Gs tickets, get your breakin bread tickets.
FBL
So
tickets.
yeah, shout outs to all the leagues, man.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Definitely.
Mad love.
Peace, fellas.
Alright,
Thanks for
see you
watching.
guys.
See you soon.
Peace.